Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they head to the locker room earlier. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Chicago Bulls here at their home, United Center. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Warriors. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
When I look at Chicago, they had high expectations for themselves early on, but got off to a rocky start. I think they're hoping to do some course correcting down the line.
Now Washington's starting 5. At the 2 and the 3 are Beal and Avdia. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. And it's Morris in at the 1. And for the Bulls, Levine is the 2 with DeRozan at the 3. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And so off the tip, it's Washington. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Outside Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Beal against Levine. Here's Avdia. Morris passes to Kuzma. Porzingis sets a screen. Beal. And he buries his first look.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
On the wing, Levine, hounded by Beal. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist by Levine.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Avdia. Morris sets a screen. Avdia attacking, and it's cleared by Vucevic. And it's the Bulls' ball. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Here's Morris. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Beal outside. Morris finds Beal. Down low. Vucevic with a steal. Now here's Ball. Guarded by Morris. Levine passes to Vucevic. Now DeRozan. An 11-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
For Washington, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
Now here's Williams. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, passing windows open up for Zach LaVine.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morris outside. And Ball's over to help. Beal outside. Takes a 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Beal's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Levine passes to Williams. The rebound by the Wizards. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Bradley Beal.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Timeout called, the Bulls. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Dragic has subbed in for Ball. A big group substitution here for Washington. Gafford, he's checked in for Kuzma. Hachimura comes in for Avdia. Barton, he's checked in for Beal. And Wright subbed in for Morris. Washington trailing. Wright, the pass to Barton. Wright with a screen on White. Here's Barton, back to Wright. 1:43 left in the first quarter here. And it's Hachimura missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Green, a screen. DeRozan passes to Green. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Bulls.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
And he drops the first. How about this, Doris? The Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979. Unreal.
That's exactly right, B.A., and it gives you some sense of how tough it is to be successful in the NBA, because it's not that long ago that their backcourt consisted of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Many at the time considered it one of the most dangerous in the league and thought they would be here for over a decade. It does show you how hard sustained success is in the NBA.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Out to the wing. Porzingis for 3. And it's Dragic with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Drummond. DeRozan outside. On the wing, Green. Dragic outside. 5 to shoot. DeRozan passes to Drummond. Can't get it to drop. And Washington the other way now. Last time they met in Washington.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
The Sumu, he's checked in for Chicago. Caruso comes in for Dragic. That one's good for 2.
Well, what a job, punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Green with a screen on right. Caruso with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Green. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Right outside. Pass to Porzingis. That one drops for him. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is what you want to see. It's 7-3. Kristaps Porzingis finished through contact.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Wizards out in front, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Caruso and DeSumo are their backcourt. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's LaVine in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Gafford up top. And the dunk by Gafford.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. Well, you think about Daniel Gafford being picked in the second round back in 2019. But guys, in 2021, that young man started to find his stride.
Here's Levine, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And with Gafford, Doris, he earned a 3-year, $40 million deal.
He did, BA, and it had everything to do with what he showed as a starting caliber center in the league. His rebounding, his rim protection, and his value as a vertical threat at the cup, all very worthy of that contract.
Ball, he's checked in for Chicago. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Washington.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Levine. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Now the Wizards in transition. And then Beal with the dunk.
Yeah, it matters not. Half court or in transition, Bradley Beal always a threat.
And Chicago has possession. It's a three-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. The Sumu can't hit.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Here's Gafford. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 3 assists tonight.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Sumu. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Beal. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Now here's Levine. 4 on the clock. Guzman for 3. Bradley Beal puts it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Kuzma outside. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma. Well, Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it. It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
The Wizards have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. To the inside, Martin, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Green for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Green's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Right on the right side. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. On the wing, Green. Drummond, the screen on Kuzma. Green, the pass to Drummond. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. He has 6.
Well, this is where Drummond does the vast majority of his work. He's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Pass to right. Shoots over ball. And too long on the shot. Chicago trailing here. DeRozan finds Green. 55 seconds left in the first half. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his first points of the game.
You simply cannot give DeMar DeRozan that kind of positioning. This guy has proven he loves getting inside and working his magic.
Now here's Wright. Kuzma up top. It's hauled in by the Bulls. For three, Dragic. And they get it back. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Barton. Beal outside. Back to Porzingis. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown. And quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
Green with a screen on Beal. Here's Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
And that one falls for Ball. So both teams making some changes here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. 1 second left. No luck on that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Wizards out in front. They're up by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Chris Stapps. You guys hold the lead. How do you evaluate your team's play in this first half?
I think we played pretty well. Defensively, we were helping each other. We were there in the right spots. Just the last couple of minutes of this second quarter, we gotta let them get to the basket and get in our paint and score easy buckets.
Back to you.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. And a change-up here for you guys. Which NBA city did you love visiting the most?
Easy for me. California, Dallas, New York, Orlando,
Hey,
Boston.
California's a state there, big fella.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a city.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
You love how they've come in here and taken charge. Hostile crowd, but these guys are blocking out the noise.
Yeah, they came in prepared for this, and the results have been outstanding.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Wes Unseld Jr. is starting in the second half. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Avdia and Kuzma, they make up the forwards. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And the shot goes in.
Well, this is an aspect where Porzingis has been criticized, not rebounding with authority, but boy, he does so there.
Levine with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Levine gets the bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Morris.
Boy, you think about the surprises at the trade deadline back in 2022. The one that shocked me the most, the Mavericks sending Kristaps Porzingis to the Wizards. I was shocked.
Porzingis passes to Kuzma. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Doris, the big Porzingis trade really did catch people off guard.
It seemed when he was acquired by the Mavericks that Kristaps and Luka Doncic were going to be the backbone of the Mavericks for a long time. How quickly things change in the NBA. This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. And a moment here to see which shooting guards have been racking up the assist over the past 10 games. Ford, Zach LaVine.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
And so it's Washington with it. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to DeRozan. Now Vucevic.
Washington foul.
Some changes for Chicago. Green's checked in for Williams. The Sumu comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Dragic has subbed in for Ball. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Shot by Levine, no good. The Wizards with a lead. Here's Beal. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
On the wing, Levine. He's got 6. Pass to Vucevic. Second chance effort. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. Hachimura's checked in for Washington. Barton comes in for Beal. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Barton right side. And here's Gafford. And Goran Dragic gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Wright's checked in. Pass to Avdia. Gafford the screen to the paint. Right outside. Avdia from outside drains the triple. Avdia's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
In transition, here they come. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Love the energy here in the third, trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Now here's Green. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Green's got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Right, pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Drummond with the screen. Here's White. And Gafford with the block. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Caruso, he's checked in for Dragic. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Morris, he's checked in for Wright. Barton, the pass to Hachimura. And there it is for him. And now it's an 11-point Wizard lead.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Green with a screen on Morris. Caruso, the pass to Green. Here's DeSumo. Outside White. Pass to Green. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for the Bulls, Jabbawockeez Green.
And the first one at the line is good. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Guzman's checked in for Washington. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Wizards with possession here. Gafford with a screen on Caruso. Morris with it. Green picks him up. Morris can't hit. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. White with a screen on Hachimura. Williams passes to White. And the layup is good off the glass.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The Wizards have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Kuzma. Chicago grabs the miss.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Green, a screen. DeSumo on the wing. Outside, Williams. He got it up. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. The third quarter comes to a close. Wizards out in front. They lead by 7. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Wizards' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Nikola Vucevic is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Caruso in a shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Vucevic, a screen on Beal. Ball passes to Vucevic, and stolen by Porzingis. DeRozan against Hachimura. On the wing, Barton. Pass to Porzingis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, it's 7'3". Porzingis is a difficult check. He puts the defense in a bind right there.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You know, that's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even.
And then Beal with the dunk.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
You know, his standout performance made all the difference coming off a tough loss in their last game. He was on a mission to make sure they didn't lose 2 in a row. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Barton. Pass to Avdia. Shoots over Levine. Here's Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And he lays it in. Hachimura's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, what separates Rui Hachimura is his great strength and his motor. Just brings so much energy.
Levine with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're shooting more jumpers in the second half, trying to figure out what will work best for them against this defense.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Morris is checked in.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Porzingis in the post, working on Vucevic. Porzingis passes to Morris from 10 feet away. DeRozan with the rebound. The Bulls have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Williams finds Levine over to the wing. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back. Maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Boy, when you consider that Bradley Beal entered the NBA as one of the sweetest shooting guards in the league, but over the course of his career, he's added elite playmaking, and he's as dangerous and complete an offensive force as there is in the game.
Gafford against Ball. Pass to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. He's still feeling it. Doesn't go that time. And Chicago has possession. Down by 12. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They lead by 12. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Guzman's checked in for Washington. Porzingis for 3. The Wizards with another miss. And about Beal, such an integral part of the makeup of this team.
He's been consistently committed to the organization. He's elite offensively and can flat lift a team by his individual offensive skill. And because of what he has in terms of his physical attributes, his coaches believe he can be elite defensively as well.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Avdia. Porzingis with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Avdia.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Wizards.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And this is an even matchup. 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And what a huge performance it was for Bradley Beal.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Now here's Porzingis. Kuzma with a screen on Vucevic. Kuzma outside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's DeRozan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
Boy, firing the jumper as soon as he receives the pass, DeRozan doesn't give the defender any time to react.
So it's Washington now. They've led by as many as 14. Morris outside. Pass to Beal from downtown. And it's Chicago with a board. Levine with it. The 3. The shot off that time. So we see the Wizards get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.